Have you ever laid in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, your mind drifting to worries about your health, your future, or that stubborn tightness in your chest that you just can't explain? Maybe you chalk it up to age or stress, or that your body just isn't what it used to be. But what if I told you that one simple thing, one innocent mistake you make before bed, could be silently putting your heart under enormous stress every single night, night after night, year after year? It's not a scary monster under the bed. It's a tiny, salty, sweet, or greasy bite you think is harmless. But it's quietly sabotaging the one organ you rely on most, your heart. Most people over 60 have been conditioned to believe that going to bed on an empty stomach is bad, and a little snack is comforting, helps you sleep, and keeps you from waking up hungry. It's what we learned from our parents, from late-night TV, from cozy habits we built over decades. But the science is clear. Certain foods, especially those high in sodium, added sugars, and unhealthy fats, create a perfect storm inside your body while you sleep. You might feel calm as you drift off, but inside, your blood vessels are constricting, your blood pressure is rising, and your heart is pumping harder than it should when it's supposed to be resting and repairing. Think about what your heart does every day for you. It beats 100,000 times, pushing blood through 60,000 miles of vessels. It never stops. When you finally close your eyes, your heart finally gets a break, or at least it's supposed to. But when you overload your system with the wrong foods right before sleep, your heart gets no real rest. Instead, it's forced to fight through thickened blood, excess fluids, sugar spikes, and fat buildup, robbing you of the restorative healing your body desperately needs. Let me share a true story that happens more often than you think. A woman named Doris, age 72, loved her nightly routine, a small plate of cheese and crackers while she watched her favorite late show. She never thought twice about it. It seemed harmless, maybe even healthy compared to a big dessert. But what she didn't know was that each bite was packed with hidden sodium and saturated fat. Over the years, Doris began waking up several times a night to use the bathroom. Her ankles started swelling, and her doctor noticed her blood pressure creeping higher despite her medication. She was puzzled. She didn't feel stressed. She took her pills, and she didn't eat bad food, or so she thought. When her cardiologist finally asked about her bedtime habits, they pinpointed that cheese and crackers ritual. Just by switching to a potassium-rich, lower-sodium snack and stopping 2 hours before bed, Doris's nighttime blood pressure dipped back to healthy levels. Her sleep improved, and she finally woke up feeling rested again. Now imagine how many other seniors are in the same boat as Doris. Maybe you're one of them, or someone you love is. It's easy to ignore because the damage is slow. You won't feel your arteries hardening or your blood vessels straining in real time. But over months and years, this nightly assault takes its toll. Studies show that people who consume high-sodium snacks late at night have up to 50% higher risk of uncontrolled nighttime hypertension. And here's the kicker. Nighttime hypertension is more strongly linked to heart attacks and strokes than daytime blood pressure spikes because it happens while you're sleeping, silently, when you're not there to feel the warning signs. So how does sodium do its dirty work? It starts by causing your body to hold on to water. This extra fluid increases your blood volume, meaning your heart has to push out more blood with every beat. It's like running your car engine on full throttle while it's parked in the garage, completely unnecessary wear and tear. At the same time, this fluid retention can cause swelling in your legs and feet, disrupt your kidney's natural filtration cycle, and even wake you up multiple times to use the bathroom, breaking up your deep sleep. And we can't forget about sugar. Maybe you're more of a sweet tooth than a salty snack person. That bedtime bowl of ice cream, that little slice of leftover cake, or even what seems like a healthy fruit yogurt can send your blood sugar soaring. Your pancreas pumps out insulin to control it, but as you age, your body becomes less efficient at handling these spikes. The sugar roller coaster keeps your body's stress hormones elevated all night, making your heart work overtime when it should be coasting. Tonight, I want you to see your snack for what it really is: fuel or sabotage. Every bite you take right before bed either supports your heart's nightly repair process or robs it of that crucial chance to heal. And when you stack up years of lost recovery time, you see how even just a little snack can silently chip away at your heart's strength. In the next section, we're going to unpack how poor sleep, blood sugar crashes, and high nighttime blood pressure are deeply intertwined, and I'll show you how your nighttime food choices might be the missing link that explains why you wake up tired, swollen, or anxious, no matter how long you spend in bed. So now you know that tiny snack before bed might not be as innocent as you once thought. But what exactly happens inside your body once you turn off the lights, close your eyes, and drift into what should be your deepest, most healing sleep? The truth is, your body isn't just switching off. It's entering a state of repair, and your heart is counting on that repair time more than any other organ. Here's what should happen. During the night, your blood pressure naturally dips by about 10 to 20%. This is called nocturnal dipping, and it's a powerful built-in reset that protects your arteries from the constant pounding they endure all day. Your heart rate slows, your blood vessels relax, and microscopic damage done during the day gets repaired. Tiny tears, minor inflammation, little buildups that could turn into dangerous plaque if they don't heal properly. But when you flood your system with salt, sugar, or bad fats right before bed, this entire cycle gets hijacked. Take sodium, for example. It traps excess fluid in your blood vessels. Your heart is forced to push against this extra pressure hour after hour, and instead of dipping, your blood pressure stays elevated. It's like asking your heart to keep sprinting on a treadmill when it's begging for a rest. Over months and years, this pattern leads to thicker, stiffer arteries, putting you at risk for hypertension that medications struggle to control. Think about it. Your heart is only the size of your fist, yet it moves gallons of blood every minute. Imagine it straining in the dead of night, working harder than it should, while the rest of your body is in dreamland, completely unaware of the stress building inside your chest. It's not just about blood pressure either. Let's talk about insulin. If you eat sugary or refined carb-heavy snacks before bed, a slice of pie, a bowl of cereal, a couple of cookies, your blood sugar spikes fast. Your body responds by flooding your system with insulin to push sugar into your cells. But while your body is battling these surges, your sleep cycles take the hit. Instead of gliding into the deep, slow-wave sleep your heart and blood vessels need, you hover in lighter sleep stages, waking up at the smallest sound, tossing and turning, or waking with headaches and brain fog. Research shows that seniors who experience poor sleep due to unstable blood sugar are at greater risk of developing insulin resistance. And guess what? Insulin resistance is the first step toward type 2 diabetes, which doubles your risk of heart disease. It's all connected. One bad bedtime habit links to another until you're caught in a cycle that feels impossible to break. Let me tell you about George, a retired truck driver who always kept a stash of cookies on his nightstand. He believed that a couple of cookies with milk helped him wind down after a long day. For years, George woke up feeling sluggish, with swollen hands and feet, blaming it on age. It wasn't until his wife started monitoring his nighttime blood pressure with a home cuff that they realized his numbers were skyrocketing while he slept. His doctor explained that those nightly cookies were sending his blood sugar on a roller coaster, keeping his stress hormones elevated all night and inflaming his blood vessels. George swapped the cookies for a small handful of walnuts and a banana, and within weeks, his morning blood pressure dropped, and he finally felt like he could rest again. That is not just about avoiding a heart attack, it's about quality of life. Poor sleep affects so much more than you might realize. Fragmented sleep raises cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. High cortisol levels increase belly fat storage, raise blood sugar, and keep your blood pressure stubbornly high. It also wreaks havoc on your mood, your memory, and your ability to stay active and engaged during the day. Think about this. When you're sleep deprived, you're more likely to crave salty and sugary foods the next day. Why? Your brain is desperately seeking quick energy to stay awake. So you grab a pastry with your coffee, snack on crackers all day, and the cycle repeats. More sodium, more sugar, more stress on your heart. It's a vicious loop that traps millions of seniors without them ever connecting the dots back to that simple, overlooked snack before bed. And it doesn't stop there. Late-night eating also affects your kidneys. These powerful filters work hardest at night, clearing waste from your blood. But when you force your kidneys to process extra sodium and sugar while you sleep, you increase your risk of fluid retention, nighttime urination, and even kidney disease over time. This is why so many older adults wake up multiple times to use the bathroom, never getting that deep, uninterrupted rest they need for healing. So what does this mean for you, right now, tonight? It means you have a choice, and it's a powerful one. The next time you feel that craving at 9 or 10 p.m., stop and ask yourself, is this bite helping my heart or hurting it? Is it giving my body the peaceful break it needs to heal? Or is it adding one more burden that will weigh on me tomorrow, next month, next year? Stay with me, because in the next block, I'm going to open up the toolbox. Real foods, real tips, and realistic swaps that actually work. No extreme diets, no starvation, no complicated recipes, just simple, proven choices you can make starting tonight to let your heart finally rest the way it deserves. Asterisk, now that you know what's quietly harming your heart while you sleep. Let's shift to the solution, the part nobody ever really explains in simple, doable steps. Because I know you don't want another impossible list of foods you can't eat or some trendy diet that's hard to follow. You want to feel safe, supported, and empowered to make choices that protect your heart without making you feel deprived every night. First, the most powerful thing you can do is time your last meal right. Doctors and sleep specialists agree. Your body needs at least 2 to 3 hours to digest before you lie down. This simple window allows your blood sugar and insulin levels to stabilize, your stomach to empty enough to prevent reflux, and your heart to settle into its natural rest mode. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m., aim to finish any snack by 7 or 8 p.m. at the latest. This tiny shift alone can lower your nighttime blood pressure and improve your sleep quality almost overnight. Second, let's tackle what to eat when you do feel hungry before bed, because hunger does happen, especially if you had an early or light dinner. The secret is to choose snacks that are low in sodium, low in added sugars, and high in heart-healthy nutrients like potassium, magnesium, fiber, and healthy fats. Let's bring this to life with real examples you can picture on your plate. Instead of those salted crackers or chips, grab a handful of unsalted nuts. Almonds and walnuts are your best friends here. Almonds give you magnesium, which naturally relaxes your muscles and blood vessels. Walnuts add plant-based omega-3s, which fight inflammation inside your arteries. Together, they help calm your heart rate, ease blood pressure, and keep you full, so you're not rummaging for cookies at midnight. Maybe you're craving something sweet. Instead of ice cream or a sugary yogurt, make it a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with a few berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whatever you love. The yogurt's protein keeps you satisfied longer, and the natural antioxidants in berries help repair damage to your artery walls. Just remember, choose plain yogurt, not the fruit-flavored ones loaded with hidden sugar. If you love crunchy, fresh snacks, you're in luck. Fresh veggies like celery sticks, cucumber slices, or bell pepper strips are naturally low in calories, high in fiber, and loaded with water, which helps flush excess sodium out of your system. Dip them in a tablespoon of hummus for flavor and extra nutrients without overloading on salt. Want something comforting to sip? Replace sugary hot chocolate or caffeinated tea with a caffeine-free herbal tea like chamomile, lemon balm, or passion flower. These herbs have natural calming properties, helping you drift into deeper sleep while lowering nighttime stress hormones that put your heart under strain. And here's a tip. Add a splash of warm almond milk if you want a little creaminess. It's naturally low in saturated fat and sodium. But this isn't just about swapping foods. It's also about creating an evening ritual that helps your body relax fully. Try this. About an hour before bed, make your snack if you really need it, sip your tea slowly, turn off bright overhead lights, and put your phone away. These tiny cues tell your brain it's time to wind down, which helps your body naturally lower your blood pressure and heart rate. The result? You fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed, not drained. Let's add a real-life example here. Meet Linda, age 69, a retired nurse who struggled for years with restless sleep. She'd wake up at 3 a.m., her heart racing, her mouth dry, her mind spinning. Her doctor adjusted her medications, but her nighttime blood pressure stayed high. It turned out Linda's habit of nibbling on leftover pizza slices before bed was flooding her body with sodium and saturated fats just hours before sleep. When she switched to a small bowl of unsalted nuts and a cup of chamomile tea, she started sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Her morning blood pressure readings dropped, her daytime energy shot up, and she felt in control of her health again. Stories like Linda's are powerful because they remind us your heart doesn't ask for much, just a break at night, a chance to heal, a chance to slow down. And you can give it that chance with tiny, consistent actions. Another key tip is to stay hydrated, but wisely. Many seniors load up on water too late at night, thinking it's good for flushing out sodium. While staying hydrated is essential, drinking large amounts of water right before bed often means multiple bathroom trips that disrupt your sleep. Instead, drink water steadily throughout the day and slow down in the evening, aiming to stop major fluids about an hour before bedtime. This helps your kidneys do their job without sending you running to the bathroom all night. And here's a bonus. Consider a potassium boost in your diet. Potassium works like sodium's natural antidote. It helps your kidneys flush out excess salt, relaxes your blood vessels, and keeps your heart rhythm steady. Bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and avocados are great sources. A small banana paired with a tablespoon of unsalted peanut butter can be an ideal pre-bed snack if you really need one. It satisfies the craving without spiking your sugar. Also worth reminding yourself that changing this habit isn't about perfection. You don't have to swear off every treat forever. It's about being mindful. What you choose most of the time matters more than a single indulgence. If you want to keep your heart healthy for the long haul, build these simple habits into your routine until they feel automatic. In the next block, I'll tie this all together with a mindset shift that makes sticking to these changes feel natural. And I'll share how to protect not just your heart, but your independence, energy, and peace of mind for years to come. Get ready, because your healthiest nights and your strongest heart are waiting for you. Asterisk. Now you know, your heart never truly sleeps, but it does crave its chance to heal. And what you eat before bed can either protect it or push it closer to danger, one quiet night at a time. It's a simple truth. That salty snack, that sweet treat, that greasy bite might feel comforting in the moment, but your heart pays the price when it's forced to work harder, pump faster, and fight through extra pressure all night long. But tonight, you hold the power to break that cycle. The choice to swap the chips for unsalted nuts, the ice cream for plain yogurt with berries, the soda for calming herbal tea. These are not big sacrifices. They're small, loving acts of care for the organ that keeps you alive. They're a promise to yourself that your tomorrow will be clearer, calmer, and stronger because you let your heart rest as it was meant to. Remember, you don't have to get it perfect every night. Progress beats perfection every time. The more often you make these smarter choices, the more your heart will thank you, with steadier beats, healthier arteries, and nights of deep, healing sleep that you feel in your bones when you wake. So tonight, open your pantry. Take a good look at those hidden threats, the salty crackers, the sugary cookies, the leftover pizza. Swap them for foods that nourish you. Give your body the rest it's been begging for. And trust that these little steps add up to years of strength, freedom, and moments with the people you love. If you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might still be eating the wrong thing before bed, silently harming their heart without even knowing it. And for more real, practical, science-backed advice to stay strong, independent, and full of life at any age, make sure you follow Senior Health today. Your heart deserves this. And so do you?